man. I'll do what I do.
Someone's home and ask for support and help, and attacking authorities and knocking down barricades is not the right way.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Did he not see? Did he not see what's going on right now in America?
They ain't doing shit.
Hey, should I?
No.
I'm just saying. Now let's hear what the Mexican gentleman is saying in Mexico right now about them up there raising hell in his country. I want to hear what he...
and ask for support and help, and attacking authorities and knocking down barricades is not the right way.
Oh, it's not the right way in your country, but it's okay for the Mexicans who are here in our country, and not just Mexicans, the illegals who are here in our country, to do the same thing you don't want people doing in your country. Okay, now you that's the pot calling the kettle black. Okay, who is that unfair to? You see what I'm saying?
Nearly 6,000 migrants have poured into Tijuana and another nearby border city. The mayor says he's expecting that number to climb to 10,000. Many in the migrant caravan are from Honduras, fleeing poverty.
So you treating the Hondurans bad. So you treat the people from Honduras bad, but you come to the United States and want Americans to treat Mexicans not like you treat the Honduras people. See, the thing about black people, man, shout out to my foundation of Black Americans, man. We embrace everybody. We don't really dog out anybody. You know, we are very fair people. We treat you good, whoever you are. You understand what I'm saying? And so you're not like us. This is a very culturally, this is some differences going on. Okay. I love the Mexican people. I love the Latin people. I love the culture, but y'all have some different cultures. It's a very vicious culture. I mean, look, can you imagine? I mean, I'm gonna show you this cat again, man. This cat right here, he's Latino. Listen, look at it. He made this
I'm about to make an English one I can understand. And this is funny because there's some shit. Hold up. Ice, 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 immigration. Open the door, I'm getting impatient. I don't give a fuck if you're Dominican or Haitian. This shit is lit. Y'all niggas back in shit. I don't give a fuck if you deported, suck like dick.
I mean, if a black man, if we had a bunch of Haitians and Jamaicans and Africans getting deported, and some black dude got on the internet and started saying, I mean, it's a catchy song. I ain't gonna lie. The young man clearly has some talent, but it's distasteful. And we don't typically do stuff like that. And if we do, we get checked real hard within the culture. You understand what I'm saying? Even though African Americans and foundational Black Americans and Jamaicans and our African brothers, we love each other, but it's like, y'all low key kind of shady. We're not gonna be out here making songs and laughing at them getting deported. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let it play a little more. It ain't right. Not right though. I don't want to see any of y'all. Don't nobody in here with people. Not in my chat room. None of that going on in here.
Oh my God, niggas getting deported. I got mad. Hold on, you should have went and got your bag. I don't care if you're my uncle or my dad. You say, motherfucker, you're mad. Pack them up. Niggas out of here.
Not laugh.
Yeah, right. Y'all niggas out of luck. I said we could do this on a daily. I don't give a fuck if you got a mom or got a baby.
Y'all better not laugh at that. And I don't want to see that spread out across the internet. We better not share that sort of that filth. You hear me? None of that. Y'all better not. I don't want no laughter. We don't relish in other people's pain around here. We don't do it at all. Okay? Just letting y'all know. I want to make sure you understand that. Now, nevertheless, there's a lot of Latino people who have expressed some the same feelings I'm expressing about this. Check this out.
Good idea to burn the flag of the country that you are protesting to stay in.
Yeah.
What are you accomplishing? You're not doing anything to help the immigration issue. You're actually hurting by ruining the reputation of immigrants and making this a new image. I'm not talking about.
She's not wrong, is she? She's telling the truth. You're not helping the situation. You out here, you burning the America. I mean, you ain't even seen the worst of it yet. They keep listening. You listen to
the
the
action
lady.
of just waving another country's flag, because in Latino America and for Latinos, flags are a representation of culture and heritage more so than a representation of government. Our flag, the American flag, is a representation of the people who have died for this country, the people who continue to fight for this country, the culture.
Yeah. And let me just jump in here. You know, Black Americans, where all my military guys at? Where all my guys who are in the Marine Corps? Where my Navy guys at? Air Force, National Guard. Where all my cops at? Where all the police and firemen at? Civil service who put their lives on the line and keep this thing going. You see, that's our flag. They wear those flags on their uniform for a reason, because they vowed to put it all on the line when necessary. United States Air Force, Marine Corps, Army. Shout out to the Army. I can't forget the Army. My bad. And so when you desecrate the flag, when you disrespect the flag, remember, we have relatives who literally fought and died in many of these wars. Shout out to my man James Mitchell. And when you do that, you basically spit on their grill, on their graves and what they sacrificed for. You see, so keep that in mind.
Sure.
As you
and the
beg to
government,
stay here.
and you're disrespecting everybody while asking to stay. That's not very smart.
Not smart at all. And she's on point. And here's another, and it's not just one of them. So they're telling the people, like, y'all gotta chill with the disrespect, man. You're not gonna go anywhere with that. You gotta chill out on that. What is wrong with you? This cat right here, he really laid it down too.
This is for all the Mexican Latinos that are enraged with the fact of immigration, how it's conducting itself. If we don't conduct business in America, America is going to become a civil war geography. There will be civil war like unprecedented times. Why? Because people want to do what they want in this country. If I would go to Mexico and wave
Listen to what he's saying, man.
American flag and say, I am an American, people would scream at me and say, if you're such an American, go to your country. Here is the problem that we're seeing, and it has to open our mentality. Listen, please, don't go with a spurge of anger. Wait.
Fair use. You hear what he's saying? And this is the same thing that our ancestors taught the young people and the more spirited people in the 1950s when we were protesting. You can't go there angry. You don't want. He basically just said, hey, if you evoke violence and you bring forth violence, you're going to get violence in return. It's going to pop off into some sort of civil war. You got to chill. You see?
As a Hispanic, if I go out and I wave my Mexican flag and I'm cussing at the officer and I'm being disrespectful to them, you can protest peacefully. But when you start altercating with bad words and insults and grabbing the American flag and throwing it on the floor, what is it showing to the administration, to the authorities, and to the whole world?
What is that saying? At no time in the 1950s, when you saw all those black people getting hosed down and beaten, they weren't desecrating the American flag. Matter of fact, I saw some little kids in back in the footage from back in the day holding the American flag. Shout out to my man Derek J. These cars are running from their own country. Yeah, I mean, you think what y'all can parlay how you want to play. I actually want to see the humane treatment of all human beings, but I also want to see some law and order. You understand? And I'm like most of you all, but what I don't want to see is a bloodbath, because these folk don't know who they're dealing with. You understand me? You're dealing with the United States of America. Okay, and you got folks that feel backed in the corner. And it's not going to be people like me calling the shots who have empathy and sympathy for you. That's not it. I don't want to see this. I don't want my children to see what black people had to deal with in the 1950s. I don't want them. That's traumatic. And so I'm trying to tell you all, hey, look, this ain't it. This is not how you get down. And this gentleman is trying to say the same thing. You're going to invite conflict, and it might not rise to the level of the Civil War, but I don't want to see little kids getting beat up. I don't want to see this do that. I'm just saying this is fair warning. You understand? Hit the number one.
That is watching us. Now, the immigration population is probably not going out to the streets, But those who are second, third, or fourth, or fifth generation Latinos that go out with the Mexican flag and wave it around and cuss at the officer because they know their rights of freedom of speech.
Yeah.
How do we prove?
Even as an attorney, let me tell you something. If you are dead right, if you are absolutely within your right, and I got my man, Delete Laws, he's probably around here. Let me explain something to you. Even if you're in the right, I've been to enough police training to recognize that in their training, they're taught to win every altercation on that street corner or on that side of that road. And they have to do that to set an example. They can't let you win. That's how they're trained. That's the real training. You know, when they get out of the academy and they go on a road and they pair them with a veteran, they always have to win. So even if you're right, okay, so now the minute you start cussing and becoming belligerent and disrespectful, guess what ends up happening? You end up in handcuffs. Even if they drop the charges, they have to win. And so the best thing to do is not confront these cops, you know, play the game and move on about your business. Dr. King was arrested dozens and dozens of times. You understand? Hit upside the head a few times. There's no need to resist. They have the gun, the badge, and backup. Keep listening.
To the American government that we are peaceful people, that we.
You hear this man? This man is speaking some
Latinos that go out with the Mexican flag and wave it around and cuss at the officer because they know their rights of freedom of speech. How do we prove to the American government that we are peaceful people, that we?
You hear what he's saying? You have to show them that you're peaceful, because if you talk about war, they're gonna bring war to you. But if you speak to them in a peaceful and civilized, and I'm gonna go into this a little bit more in detail a little later on when I go into the history of the civil rights movement. But violence is not gonna work here in the United States. It's not gonna work.
We are working people. Now, there's nothing wrong with gathering and assemble in a peaceful matter of protest.
Exactly.
That is normal. But when we see people throwing the American flag on the ground, we're only proving a point that we're not here peacefully. That if we don't get,
you hear that? When you start waving your flags and throwing the American flag on the ground, you're telegraphing that you are not here peacefully. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D. People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You were tuned in to Uncle D. D's black man talk. Pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. Blizzard King here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shooting, give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta notice. 9 black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice. 9 black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice. 9 black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice. 9 black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Flowbee and cut your own damn hair from now on.